Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So a couple of things going on, and if you don't watch my forex video, I do think you must watch at least the Euro USD. It'll give you a little bit of context to specifically the DAX and the S&P. But we are in this zone again. This zone is upper end of the zone is 4,004, and the bottom end of it is 3,995. So you can see big up and big down so far is what we've experienced. From a daily perspective, it was inside bar, inverted hammer pretty much. Uh, Looks like it's a rejection, but look at the oscillators here. And as I said yesterday, there is diversions here. Last day of the month. So we've had a monthly close. Let's go to the monthly. We've had a monthly close above 4,000 already. And let's just put that monthly resistance in, which is right up there at, I think it's 4100, 4104. You can see we are battling to get through that area. So my view at the moment is still a little bit skeptical. Really not interested in chasing anything long term. We could have a 8-hour reversal here, so we are battling with the 155 EMA. We've broken this trend line. It does look like this is a retest of that trend line, inside bar formed. So what you'd be looking for is some kind of a rejection here. These tails here from last week do worry me. I've taken out the top of this megaphone, just left the bottom in because we do have this trend line now, which will offer resistance. So this is kind of where we stuck, I have a feeling. But yesterday we were looking for shorts, didn't really materialize. And what we also have brewing now is a diamond formation. So I want to get all the lines in, but this one is important. Get that like that. So you'd have to ignore the trend line, and I think let's do that anyway. So draw a line up there, draw a line up there, and you'll see that is a diamond consolidation format. Pretty much the same as a range or a flag or a channel or whatever you want to do. So downward trend, sideways, you'd expect a break to the downside. However, when I look at Euro USD, there's a different pattern forming there, which is basically an inverse. It's a bull flag break to the downside, which is very rare that plays out, and often it breaks to the other side. There's a high probability of that happening. So anyway, just watch that video, you'll see what I mean. So for me, I'm still would like to see a rejection off a decent level, which would be 40.50. At the moment, this is kind of where we stuck in, and if I leave this diamond pattern like that and I just modify the megaphone that we have at the moment to something like that, the high of yesterday becomes important, and the high of the low of yesterday also becomes important. So let's just have a look at what transpired yesterday. So we basically burst through. There was opportunity here, but obviously you'd want your entry below there, so that never panned out. And then we accelerated up. Didn't really bounce off anything here, so we just went straight up, and I can't really say with certainty where we bounced to, but the logic, or hindsight should we say, which is always a perfect science, that was the upper end of this consolidation range or flag or whatever you want to call it, but it's a consolidation structure was there, and we rejected that and sort of eased off a little bit. So it still ended up green for the day, although we had sellers come in off the top here. So remember, for as long as we're below the 155, the trend is down. We don't have diversions. Well, we do have diversions on the top, so from there to there, which indicated a pullback. That's happened, and now we've got a grouping to the downside. So I'm a little bit skeptical about anything right now, and what we'd want to do is just check the 15 minutes. So again, above the moving averages, below the moving averages. Now we're in the moving averages. Look what's happening with the oscillators. They are separating. So anything long would be basically a break and hold above 4,000 again. So we need to get above 4,000, find a base there, and buy into that for a move up. The bulls are definitely going to try today to get another monthly close above 4,000. The bears are obviously going to try and push it down. So I would expect another seesaw day like we had yesterday. Big ups, big downs, big ups, big downs. And if you look at this, look at these pin bars short of the level. So if we do this, so whenever you see this kind of thing where the stretch is there, it's got a story of 3, but we're very short of a level. When you do get that break up, it's normally a half decent trade, but I'd normally just go to the next level. So that would have been 90 points risk to 78 points gain. So not really a good risk to reward. But whenever we like this, above and below moving averages, what we're looking to do is just stay out of it. So that's kind of my view at the moment. 4,000 is my line in the sand. I'd want to see us get above 4,000, form a base there, and then move to the upside. There is merit for a little bit of a flag here. Oh, I'm going to make this chart really messy for us now. So there and there, and obviously what's happened now is that we have broken that flag at the moment. So you could see a pullback back onto the structure as well, 39.82 for a move up. I wouldn't want to be buying there. I'd rather buy higher up because this will be a 15-minute trade. So buying down there, I'm below the moving averages. That's too risky for me. So I want to be above the moving averages when I'm buying on the 15, and that's where I'm looking to do it. So, and you can probably just fine tune that to there and there. I'm just going to get rid of this because that is just adding noise, which we don't really need. You need a clear mind with this kind of stuff at the moment. So you're looking for a break up here, a retest onto 39.93. You're definitely going to battle to get through 4,004. But I do think if you get above the swing high here, or at least above this level at 4,004, you've got a good chance of going back up to 40.17. Wouldn't surprise me to see us try close up there. But 4,000 is a line in the sand, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. And if you do have lots of time on your hands, you could possibly look at the 5-minute. You can see here was the consolidation. We did the video over here. We broke through consolidation on a level, 1 bar pullback, and then you sort of had a little bit of a trade offering on there. But anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Definitely favoring a move to test 4,000 at least at the moment, and possibly higher. That's kind of my setup for today. And as I said, that's based on something I'm seeing on the Forex as well. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.